channel. You know it is your girl Wanzia, and I'm back today. I know I've been missing for a good while because girl have been doing a lot of things have been going my way. We're gonna be talking today about modern day slavery in Jamaica. So if you are interested and want to know what I'm talking about, then don't go nowhere, stay right here. So I want to do this video for persons that are working in organizations and they're acting as if the organization are for them, and them are put out 120% and think say them are get the biggest name and the goodest name in the world. Let me tell you, working organization is not your friend. You don't better come think say because you're in an organization right here, so it's for you and you cannot be moved. Because a lot of persons act as if they are the boss in organization, bossing around people, putting burden on people, and then they are missing the picture. Because at the end of the day, they are doing all of these things and they don't realize that it's modern day slavery. Because the money that we are getting as Jamaican to work, it's ridiculous comparing to the budgets and the stuff that we have to do, compared to the taxes that is drawn from our money. And then people are in organization acting as if organization is theirs. So I want to talk to you and I want to talk about why people are so uncomfortable and so unhappy working, going 9 to 5. It's a stress. It is like you're locked in prison, but we just got to do it. Let's talk about the first class of people. You have the government workers. Now, back then when I used to go to school, I say, I always want to be in a government work because I think it was that splendid and all that nice and everything. And when you look into it, the condition that a lot of persons are working in the public sector is crazy. They want you to do so much with so little amount of resources. Like seriously, you're an organization that is under the government umbrella, right? And when you look at the buildings, if you walk too hard in some of them buildings and you drop out, some of them, they don't have any water services. You have a pee-pee and a store of pee-pee and a flush bathroom like every 3 people or every 4 people, because the organization is not, it's not very structured. And then when you're supposed to get like materials to do your job, you cannot get material. You have to be using money out of your pocket now to do your job. And then if your job is not done correctly or up to the standard, they try to hold the positions from you and then they're saying that you are underperforming, and you're underpaying us and you're not providing for us. That is modern day slavery. That's why some persons are silent quitting. And when I say silent quitting or silent resigning, is that people are just doing a little when it comes on to their job. So when you go and expect that you're going to get the biggest and the best services and you're going to get the best, people are kind of holding back because there is no motivation. The government doesn't provide enough for you, to have that kind of feeling that yes, I'm happy to go to work, or I'm happy. It's crazy. And then not working the money to maintain your family and maintaining yourself is just something else. Now listen, I ain't telling nobody to leave their jobs like that, because a lot of us cannot just get up and say, I'm gonna just leave this job. We have responsibilities, we have kids to take care of, we have bills to pay, we have family to take care of, so we cannot just up and move. And that is why now where side hustle come in. So before I go on side hustle, let's talk about now, say the government decided that they're going to give Jamaicans a raise of pay, right? So they decided that a minimum wage is going to be $14,000 or $13,000, and they put a little bit more money extra on the public sector workers, right? But at the end of the day, these are taxing out back every dollar, because when you go to supermarket, the food prices are ridiculous. You understand me? So they are giving you something in your hand like this and they are taking it back from you. Then they are expecting you to put in extra hours. No, you understand me? So I'm giving you this, but I'm taking it back from you. And then a lot of us will jump and say, hooray, raise of pay. And at the end of the day, it is not even a raise of pay. You understand me? They try to manipulate us so badly over here in Jamaica. It's just sometimes people would see persons working and they're like, yo, that's somebody that work and look and just look pop down. She can't even do I look with nails them. She can't even do I look with ears. She just look pop down so just I'm on the one little piece of skirt. So like Jesus, she can't change. And let me tell you this. I have been in that situation on numerous occasions where I have the money and I have to wonder and decide what's the most important thing to do. And the most important thing to do is to take care of the child and to pay the bill. So my head have to stay and my fingernail have to stay and my toe have to stay. You understand me? So when you look at some persons that are working, you say, yo, people are now work coming like them even look better than people who are work. And then 9 to 5 is so pressuring. 9 to 6 is so pressuring. 9 to 7 is so pressuring. 7 to 7 is so pressuring because these, it's like you don't get the chance and the time to develop your love and your skill. Because the truth of the matter is, we're not working because we love the work that we do. A lot of us are not working because of that. We are working because we have to do it to get money, but we have a life outside of work. And I'm convinced that the government are the people that are at the top. They believe that we live to just work, and it's like we don't have any life outside of being in the office, being here. We have no other life. We don't have family life. So they make decisions based on the money that they can make from us and not our health, our mental health, our physical health. And the days that they give us, it's just not even enough. Now look at this. Let me show you something. All right. So they say they're going to give you a raise of pay. All right, government sectors. Let's talk about government sectors. So they say they're going to give you a raise of pay of a $20,000 or $30,000 increase. All right. Some of the organization, them want you to open a little later than the normal time. And if you never used to work on Saturdays, they want you to start working on Saturdays. Okay. So you have your child to go to school in the morning. When you used to work 8 to 8 or 9, you could say, all right, I could carry my child, with me in the morning and drop her off at school. The hours now that they want you to come now to work, it clashes now with you carrying your child to school and also time to spend with your family. So you get to realize now that financially they think they are building you up, which they know they are not. But at the end of the day, mentally and emotionally, it is damaging because the family time, you cannot get it because you have to be putting so much in work. When they come up with decisions and they say, oh, we're going to raise your pay, remember, they are making taxes. They're going to tax us from every angle. So we're not really moving. All right, so look at this now. With you having your child, and you could say, all right, if the working hours like this, then I could, go around it. The little $30,000 increase that you get, or the $25,000, depends on where, or the 40 or whatever. You now have to pay a minimum wage to somebody now to take care of your child, which is another $13,000 per week. Now, for you to take $13,000 out of that pay now per week to pay the other person now to carry your child, go to school, to probably babysit for you now because the time is crazy. You're coming home from work 7 o'clock. People have to take up your child, and you hardly get time to spend with your child and your partner. So that money now have to spend back out to pay somebody else, to pay taxi fare for charters in the night because you're living in areas that you cannot get taxi, and extra gas money. So everything is just leaking out again. So it's a mental game. And if you're not strong, you get caught up and lost in it. So let's look at how a budget look. If you are working, say you're working at $70,000 per month. So a lot of persons in Jamaica, we don't have our own houses, right? Some of us are not qualified for NHD houses, right? Some of us don't have it because we just cannot afford it. So we have to rent houses. So talk about rent now. Say you want a 1 bedroom or so with kitchen, bathroom, rent $25,000. The least. Look at food. When you go in supermarket and you take up $10,000 worth of food, that's just in one bag. So let's talk about food for a month. That's another $20,000. All right. So let's talk about school now. If you have one child, you understand me? Let's talk about taxi fare now and lunch money and that for the month. I'm putting them at the least that I think could work. No, I would give it a $20,000 or $25,000. All right. So let's put it at $25,000. The other one now is lunch money for you. And I'm not talking about buying food. I'm just talking about fare, because a lot of us have to just get up in the morning and cook something and whip up something and carry it to work. Cannot afford to buy food. Cannot afford to buy these big lunches because they're like $1,000. All right. Then we have bills. Light bill, put it at a 4. Water bill, put it at a 5. Then some of us have internet and cable now, and you put that at $4,000. Now tell me, how much money that, and how much money are you going to be left back for savings? How much money are you going to be left back with for yourself? Nothing. So a lot of us are working in Jamaica, and it is like we are actually working for nothing. And this is where side hustle comes in. Let me jump into side hustle now. Alright, so what is side hustle? So side hustle to me in the term that I understand it is doing something that is not your main money making thing. It's not the main income, but it is like a backup income. Now, your main income would be getting up in the morning and reach to work at 7 or at 8 and come off back 4, 5, or 6. That's where you make the main. That's pay is constant. But your side hustle now is something that you do on the side when you now work. Never really work a 9 to 5. I've been working like a 9 to 2. For the past 5 years. I just started working a 9 to 5, and I just started to understand the pressure that 9 to 5 bring. 9 to 5 is a thing that your passion would get lost in it, because the time is just crazy. You hardly can get time to do your side hustle. And what I'm saying is, don't give up on your side hustle. If something is your dream, you understand me, and you can make a business out of it, keep on pushing towards it. You just have go do your little main work for now, but say at the end of the day, you're going to be doing the other thing, which is your passion in the long run. So what I hate now with the side hustle and 9 to 5 is that sometimes it is very hard for you to find time to do this side thing. What happened now is that a lot of persons don't know their skills and don't know their talents. Most of the time, a lot of us are on social media and we are watching people business. We are chat about people. We are watch videos that make we laugh, and at the end of the day, we are broke as hell. You understand me? We don't have any money. We don't know our skills. We don't know what we can do. And what I'm saying is that in this period of time, try your best to try something and see what you can do. There's a lot of things that I don't think God make nobody wanna have something where they are good at. They must be good at something. And you just work on that craft, and you don't give up your main work. You just continue, do your main work, and then you do the Spanish side, even though it clash with your work. You understand me? Clash with your work and it's hard, but you just kind of keep on doing it on the side and building on it. Because I tell you, say no, it coming like the government come fit on with a papa. It coming like the government come for we forget. So we have a life outside of their job. You understand me? So with your side hustle, it's another means or another form of income to supply that budget that you have a while ago. Because trust me, most of the times, a lot of us, before we get the money is done. It's done already, because we don't know say none now go left. So we don't know say if you want to go do here, take it out of it, because the ear now go do. You understand me? And the fingernail then now go do. And we're not saying that it is something that we're dwelling on. But I find it very, very hard to know that you get up every single day, go to work, and then you cannot take care of yourself. You cannot buy a clothes for yourself. You cannot do this, you cannot do that, because you're surviving on the one source of income. And that is where a lot of us as Jamaicans right now, we are having issues and we are having problems. So what I am saying now, or what I'm encouraging you to do, if you can do hair as a female, try to learn to do hair, so that you can get one and two people to do hair. Their hair. If you can do nails, you try and do one and two little nails on the side. If you can do YouTube, you do little YouTubing, look online something. Just try to find something else, because trust me, we're doomed in Jamaica. Doom in Jamaica. That's the end of my video, and if I made sense to you, leave a comment in the comment section, and thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, follow me on my social media.